there will be no surprises today.
They know each other. They know each other well. It's kind of like that point in the season where, it's not really about the scouting. It comes down to execution. It comes down to the girls making the plays. I got a feeling that both teams are going to be scouted well. They're going to know each other well. They certainly know about the stars and Greenway and what everybody else is trying to do from an individual perspective. I don't see any surprises in this one. Both teams know each other very well. I got a feeling they're going to be well prepared for this one.
They even played each other earlier this season. Providence Academy lost 4 games all year. 3 of them were to teams that are in the 4A semifinals. That other loss, Spencer, Albany. So Albany has that in their back pocket. They beat this team earlier this season, 72-70.
And if you're Albany, there is absolutely an amount of confidence that you can take away knowing that you already beat this team coming into this game. Now, that said, on the other side, if you're Providence Academy, you have to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, I would believe, and also understand that you've been battle tested. You mentioned the 3 losses that they've had amongst those 3 and 4A teams in the metro area. So they've been tested. They know what they're coming up against here this afternoon.
Providence Academy, the starting lineup, it's a straight senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, and 8th grader. That sophomore, Madden Greenway, averaged 35 points a game. Spence, she scored 3,000 points so far. She is only a sophomore.
She's one of those players where you look down at the stat sheet and you look at her numbers and you just kind of can't believe it. The first round of this tournament, she scored 49 points on 14 of 27 shooting. The game to get to the championship game, 30 points. So clearly she can fill it up. You mentioned the fact that she's a 3,000 point scorer in her sophomore season. Get real. She can really fill it up. Really looking for her, though. Can she create for herself? Of course, but is it going to be the Greenway show today, or is she going to get her teammates involved as well?
Albany can counter with 3 players they lean on. Alyssa Sand, a fantastic talent, as well as Tatum Finley and Kylan Garrett's have their work cut out trying to beat the back-to-back defending champs. Let's head down to meet the teams with Dave Giles.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Williams Arena and to the 2024 Minnesota State High School League Girls Basketball State Tournament and to Championship Saturday. This is the Class 2A State Championship game, and it features the Section 5 champion with a record of 27-4, the Lions from Providence Academy. And the Section 6 champion, the record of 30-1, the Huskies from Albany High School. Now let's meet the starting lineups for this state championship game. First, the starting lineup for the visiting team, the Providence Academy Lions. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 3, Brooke Honecker. At guard, a 5'10" 9th grader, number 4, Emma Millerburn. At forward, a 6'1" 8th grader, number 20, Ari Peterson. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Hope Counts. And at guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 30, Madden Greenway. The head coach of the Providence Academy Lions is Connor Getz. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section 5 champions, the Providence Academy Lions. And now the starting lineup for the home team, the Albany Huskies. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 1, Alyssa Sand. At guard, a 5'4" senior, number 2, Savannah Pelzer. At guard, a 5'4" senior, number 5, Callie Holthouse. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 13, Tatum Findley. And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 33, Kylan Garrett's. The head coach of the Albany Huskies is Aaron Boyum. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section 6 champions, the Albany Huskies. The officials for the Class 2A championship game are umpire Jeff Wickman, referee Mallory Harbor, and umpire Kurt Barker. For this game, Providence
looking
Academy
to crown a second champion here this afternoon at Williams Arena. One game just completed here. Good you getting the victory. And our starting lineups here for this championship of the 2A are brought to you by Education Minnesota, the voice for professional educators and students.
Both of these teams have a star player. Albany Huskies 6'3", Alyssa Sand. Providence Academy, I'm sure you've heard the name Madden Greenway a few times, a sophomore 3,000-point scorer. I think the big question in today's game is how are the supporting cast going to show up for each team? Madden Greenway does a great job of getting her team involved. Alyssa Sand, I don't know that Providence Academy has a matchup for her, so I'm interested to see how they defend her size inside.
Yeah, this will be a fun game. These two teams met earlier this year, as we talked about, 72-70. Albany defeated Providence Academy. And you think the fans are charged up? They haven't even started and they're already sweating. Here we go. Jump ball. The rare side of a jump ball. And right away down with it. Albany. And after the miss, the shot is put up and in. Really impressed with Garrett yesterday. Again, Marissa.
She's just one of those utility players for the Albany Huskies that does a little bit of everything. She's a physical player. She gets aggressive down low, and she's great on both the offensive and defensive boards.
Battled. Sands has it. Talked to Alyssa after the game last night and their victory. That was last night. These are running together yesterday afternoon, maybe. Pelzer from outside. Whoa! She's starting the game off with the three. So we got 5 points, and she starts her day with a triple. Now Madden will shoot one, and it won't go. Rebound, battle for it, out of bounds. That's going to go to Providence Academy.
If you're the Albany Huskies, you couldn't ask for a better start.
They'll reverse that call, Marissa.
Oh, big call reversal there. Waiting for a shoe tie on the court. If you're the Albany Huskies, you couldn't ask for a better start to the game. Right, quick 5 points on the scoreboard.
Well, a lot of the players on this court were starting in last year's state championship game, so they've been here before, experience. Callie Holthouse, ball stolen. That's the freshman Emma Millerburn.
She's known for her strong defense for the Providence Academy Lions. Coach Connor Getz says he can always rely on her to be the defensive stopper.
Well, that was a beautiful assist from Madden Greenway, only to get that shot blocked, and I'm sure Hope counts this year is not used to a lot of people coming from behind and getting that high to get it. Garrett's good defense forced her back a little bit. Millerburns will push it. That's something new for this squad. And Peterson might have taken her. That's what the fans were yelling out behind you, behind us. Peterson's open now, though, and oh my. Almost was halfway down, it looked like.
Albany's sitting in that half-court 3 zone.
Holthouse. Pelzer. Stops that dribble down to the corner. There's Callie Holthouse backing it up a little bit, looking at the low post. Sand match up against Count. Garrett's, she's good in the middle. Peterson on her. The kick back, the open look on the way, and off that front. And there's Sand with the rebound. The left-handed shot is not going to go, but there is a foul on the play. And so she'll go to the line with a couple.
And that's exactly what the Albany Huskies need Alyssa Sand to do. I need her to take up space down low, dominate the offensive rebounds, and then get the easy putbacks with her 6'3" height.
She's going to play at St. Thomas next year. Mentioned last night, no change in the color scheme for her. That's for sure. That'll make it nice and familiar. They're just ready. They are so ready.
You know, for being 6'3", she has such a nice touch and follow through to her shot.
I don't know if the fans have a head coach or not that's got them game ready here today, but somebody did. Tough break right there. Madden Greenway will push it the other way. Waste no time right to the middle. She's so quick. And that ball's out of bounds. That'll go back to the Huskies. Pelzer goes up and helps Greenway up. Meanwhile, the ball will be inbounded by Kylan Garrett's. You can watch it here.
I've talked about this before, but Madden Greenway is one of those players that is faster with the basketball than without the basketball. She is able to find that extra speed as soon as she gets the basketball in her hands, which makes it really difficult to defend in the full court.
Yeah. Block again on the other side. How about that? That's Peterson got there. Or did they call a... They did call a foul, I believe, yeah. Yeah, 2 shots. Yeah, that was contact there for sure. So the referee standing right underneath the bucket saying, doesn't matter what call you make today, this crowd's going to react one way or another. And Sand's got it. So Alyssa with her 3rd point of the game. Great soccer player too, by the way. One more time. Pretty good numbers right there. Albany out by a really quick start. Lions looking for their first point. They score in bunches. Milliburn's open. There's an example. The freshman starts the scoring for Providence Academy.
The thing about this Providence Academy team is they score 85 points a game, and they can score quickly. You can be up 9-0 on them. The next time you look at the scoreboard, they've scored 10 straight points. So Albany really needs to buckle down on defense and not allow one of those 10-point streaks to happen here.
Greenway headed into the lane. The spin move. The kick over. Beautiful pass to Peterson.
Just great court vision by Madden Greenway.
Callie Holthouse will bring the ball up. The 5'4" senior. Working off of a screen. Going to take it right down the middle. See if something opens up down low. Instead of hand back to Tatum Finley. And in the middle, Garrett's good moves. Altered shot from the defense. Saved by Sand. No, there she stepped on the end line.
Here's Madden Greenway with the left hand. Nice little spin move. Great court vision to find her teammate Ari Peterson for the left-handed layup.
Early lead here from Albany. Providence Academy with the basketball. #1 seed in the tournament. And Greenway shot off the edge, but Peterson's got the board. She'll take it down back to the corner. And one more time. This one for Counts. It just bounces off the end. She had the shot she wanted. I'm sure Coach Getz says, no, keep taking that. Don't stop. Garrett's the spinner. Blocked by Counts. Over to Peterson. Pelzer picks her up. Honecker. Greenway. Stolen. Turnover. This Pelzer will bring it up. Inside, Garrett's got past the defense, and then from behind, Hope Counts knocks it out.
Second block of the game for Hope Counts.
We're going to see a few blocks, I would assume, in this one tonight. Both sides, or today, rather.
Yeah, both her and Ari Peterson. Just so lengthy down low.
And Sand and Garrett's on the other side will be doing the exact same thing. So both teams probably seeing something a little different than they see most of the year. Pelzer, what a play on the outside, and that's what she does so well. You see her with her height, you're thinking low post, and that's not the case.
Yeah, her ability to step out and hit those three-pointers is what makes her so special as a post player.
Madden Greenway, rebound Millerburn battling with Garrett's, and that's a whistle and a jump ball, and that'll be Providence Academy's.
Pelzer with a great save to her teammate. Garrett's finding Alyssa Sand on the weak side for that beautiful looking open three-pointer.
Boy, Pelzer made that happen. Otherwise, it's down on the other end. Millerburn. That's Counts in the corner and a foul on Albany. That'll be in Holthouse. No shot. 12-5 early lead for the Huskies.
Albany sits in this 2-3 matchup zone. What it allows their team to do is it allows to pressure the basketball with their two top guards, and then allows Alyssa Sand and Kylan Jarrett's to just sit back and protect the basket.
Great pass again. Peterson's ready for it. She's seen this a time or two. Greenway, a high-scoring player, as you know, but boy, she'll give it up underneath like that. And
best way to attack a 2-3 zone is that dribble penetration, as you just saw Providence Academy do.
Sand straight to the basket.
What a great take.
Good crowd, loud crowd. Millerburn over to Greenway inside. That's Hope Counts. Good move. Free throw line gets in a little closer. It won't go.
I'm impressed so far with Albany's ability to rebound out of their 2-3 zone and get their transition offense going quickly.
Look at this. Lead pass. What a rocket.
Speaking of quick transition offense,
rocket to Honaker and just can't hang on to it. Timeout on the court, 14-7.
Madden Greenway, a little dribble hesitation. Great jump stop to teammate Ari Peterson.
Holthouse dribbles right through it, gets a pick from Finley at the top. Pulser's open for three, and Savannah's got another three. And that ball is out of bounds. That's going to go back to Albany.
I've been impressed with Savannah Pelzer this tournament so far. She provides such a great spark for her team, hitting that nice three-pointer.
Holthouse will bring the ball up. Miller-Byrne will come up to meet her at half. There's Finley. Honaker watching her. Finley almost had a shot and covered up quickly, so into Sand. She's going to be double, maybe triple teamed, and that'll be a foul on the Lions.
Providence Academy is switching 1 through 4 defensively, so what that means is Hope Counts is staying on Alyssa Sand in the post, and the 4 perimeter defensive players are switching all ball screens and off screens, which allows them to guard any one of the 4 perimeter players.
Holthouse wide open. Garrett's. Yeah, you don't want to see that too much if you're on defense, because she can drill those.
Just a great start to the basketball game for the Albany Huskies. All of their 5 teammates contributing.
Madden Greenaway just powers through. She's so good at splitting the defense down the middle of the lane and not afraid to do it.
Got great body control and strength when she has the basketball in her hands.
And just the sophomores we talked about. It's fun to see those 2 last night. Her and Tori Orlean go at it. That was really a good matchup. 2 of the best. All the way down. Miller-Byrne underneath. Got it. She's going to the line.
Great strong take by the 5'9" freshman. We didn't see a lot of her in last night's game due to foul trouble.
Honaker and Counts will take a break. And coming into the ball game will be McKenna Schaefer. And also in the game, Beckett Greenway. And you're right, that is Madden's younger sister. In fact, Beckett is a 7th grader, but she plays a ton. Into the ball game, and she played a great game last night, is Natalie Blonigan. She came in and made a huge difference when she got into that game. Kind of changed the pace. And they ended up winning that game. Miller-Byrne's free throw. Rebounded. And a foul on the rebound.
Ari Peterson's 2nd foul for the Providence Academy Lions. And that could prove to be detrimental because she does so much for them defensively, given how athletic she is.
Miller-Byrne will go out. Hope Counts will come back in. And some young players out here. Ari Peterson, by the way, is only an 8th grader, so the Lions are getting a lot of people back. There's Albany now with the ball, and that is going to be another foul right there. So that will not be a free throw at this point. There's Coach Getz. She's done a great job over there, Providence Academy. Coach Boyum for Albany. Both coaches have state championships to their name. Here's Sand now, way out on top. She'll set the offense well. As we talked about, that's what she can do. She can penetrate, and there's Blonigan. And she just comes in and gets it done again.
I love that we're seeing this 6'3" player dribble, penetrate, and dish.
Great pass. Peterson can't hit the shot. pushing it. Holthouse. Wow! They are on fire! 24-11. Lions. Madden Greenway. That's what she does.
You can never get too confident in your lead when you're playing against Madden Greenway.
No, not at all. Holthouse. Nobody looking. And here's a pass. Greenway chases it down. Good speed, a good feed. Counts, can't hit the shot. But Greenway has it and lays it up and in. Everybody's got energy. I don't know if I've seen it at her. Everybody else got a 4-speed car. She puts it in the 5th sometimes.
You know, she's listed at 5'8", but she plays bigger than that. Her ability to rebound and score in heavy traffic.
How about Kylan using every piece of that rim up there to drop that one in nice and soft. A 10-point lead for Albany. The ball in the hands of the Lions. That's Madden Greenway, guarded by Callie Holthouse. Off of the pick, there's that long triple. That'll roll off, and Holthouse goes in to get the rebound. And Greenway will come out, and that time Beckett Greenway draws a foul.
In basketball, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on your preparation.
At Blaze, we want to prepare and be there for our customers.
I'm on Team Blaze.
Oh.
Back here at court, Coach Getz and the official on that call still talking about exactly what happened. But either way, it's in the book as a foul, and now throwing the ball in will be Garrett's. She's going to St. Cloud State next year, by the way. Big tough play by Greenway, knocks it loose, but no over and back there. Here comes Savannah, and she will move it back and forth, looking for something. She needs a little help right now, and she got it. Garrett's comes over. Look at that defense by Honecker.
Providence Academy is so active with their hands and feet in that player-to-player defense.
Sand, big board, and the left-handed layup.
I think Hope Counts is used to being able to just turn and grab the rebound, but with a tall, aggressive player like Alyssa Sand, you have to get a body on her and box her out. Otherwise, she's going to be able to get an offensive rebound like that every possession.
Honecker, she's a great outside shooter. That's her first effort, and she nails it, the 5'7" senior.
She provided such a nice arc for them in last night's win.
Beckett Greenway just inches away from stealing that one. Timeout, Providence Academy. Woo, they're wound up inside of Williams Arena. They're so far. Oh, this is awesome. And the other coaches will settle everybody down. Time for another championship look back, brought to you by Old Dutch Food. Quality lives here. And this was the win last year for Providence Academy Lions over Albany, and Madden Greenway had a big game in that one. I think she ended up with 29, and that's Hope Counts. And her sister Grace Counts, who now plays up at Minnesota Duluth. And there was the championship celebration. Final score in that one was 74-60, as I recall.
It's amazing what winning a state championship can do for your program, right? All these, I'm looking across the court and I see all these young little basketball players sitting front row watching the Providence Academy Lions, and just winning a state championship and being able to be a part of a program like that is so exciting. Gives them something to look forward to, gives them a reason to get onto the basketball court in those summer hours in the off season.
Yeah, so impressionable. And I don't know if you know that you're a high school kid, maybe you don't think that in those terms, but those little ones are watching you. You know that. You've been down that road. Holthouse.
Providence Academy switching to a, looks like a box and one. Honecker is face guarding Tatum Finley. Everyone else is in a zone defense. We haven't seen that from them yet this tournament.
How about that defensive play right there? Trying to knock it on. Peterson took a little bit of a shot on that ball. They were trying to save it from going out of bounds. We saw a lot of that in the last game too. You know, in the stomach. She's okay. And a high inbound pass knocked loose. Good defense, but Holthouse is right there to retrieve it. and pop it up on the pass.
Callie Holthaus already at her season average of 6 points.
Eva Schwensfire with the dish there. 3, Honecker. 3 by 3. 7:14 to go, and a really great, exciting first half to watch for fans. I mean, this thing is moving back and forth. That's out of bounds. So up on that scoreboard, Man Greenway win, but coming down there's a little bit of a ridge, so you got to be careful. You don't spend a lot of time practicing running up that part of the.
We're on an elevated court for that matter.
Yeah. So Madden will bring it down. Greenway to the down low to Hope Counts, looking for position. Over to Millerburn. She's open, and that's perfect. And that's a 2.
She's just so consistent.
Yeah, she seems kind of unflappable too, doesn't she? She's kind of had that same look. Timeout, Albany.
And I remember that from her last year, and she was just an 8th grader in last year's tournament, and she had kind of that same calm, confident collectiveness about her.
Yeah, and she started as an 8th grader too. She had 12 points in that championship game. I mean, she was, yeah.
Providence Academy came out just firing. There's Brooke Honecker. I believe she had 4 3-pointers for them last night. Hope Counts with the nice pass from the elbow to her teammate Ari Peterson. Matt Greenway with the baseball pass, full length of the court. And again, she's just so tough to defend when she gets that running start out of the offense. Quick turnaround for these teams. They played till late last night, and here they are at 2 o'clock today, so you hope they got good sleep last night.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at right there. I want to mention Tori Arlene, too, last night. You saw Greenway and Arlene. You saw 2 of the best basketball players in the state, undoubtedly the 2 of the highest scoring players. And Arlene in that game had 35 points. She didn't get a lot of help last night in the ball game, but sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But she was pretty impressive.
Yeah, she was. Just a great career so far for her. 3,000-point scorer.
But as you've talked about, the talent level in Minnesota is just off the charts. And we'll see a lot of that again in the next 2 games after this. But we got a lot right here, as you can see. That pass is too high. They've thrown about 3 or 4 passes away, and you got to credit the defense for that.
Providence Academy does a great job of playing defense with their hands up. They're so active, moving around, and it can be difficult to see around those hands sometimes. And that's why you're seeing these turnovers in the half-court offense.
Every girl in this court must be a fan of Paige Beckers, don't you think? I mean, she meant a lot to the state, but really to the nation. The country went nuts over her when she went to UConn.
I think so. I don't know that you can speak enough about what she did for the state of Minnesota in terms of girls basketball, and then also just representing us so well at the national level.
Well, for these girls, Paige would be a contemporary. I mean, she would be just a little older. They all were certainly aware of her, and she's not the only one, obviously. I think we got Paige Meyer from this Albany team. She's playing at SDSU. They got a great basketball program there. On and on ago, we talked about the Minnesota young lady who played with Caitlin Clark until this year. She graduated.
Monica Zizano.
Yep. Talked about her last night.
Watertown Mayor, I believe.
Yeah. So, I mean, they got a lot of people they can look up to, and it's really neat to see the plethora of players.
Yeah, you think about Carly Wagner.
Yeah, we saw Carly here, the volunteer assistant with Stewartville.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since she won a state championship and played her career here at the Minnesota Gophers.
And our good buddy Rachel Banham, I remember calling her state championship game.
Still one of my favorite players to watch.
Oh, she's just fun to hang out with. She's just got this wild, great sense of humor and just a wonderful person, great athlete, obviously. Hope Counts. But anyway, I guess the point being that we watch this generation of players, and they're just so good, and I think they're taking a lot of their inspiration. I don't know that, but, I mean, how could you not as a young girl watching those guys ahead of you? And that's just kind of how it works. So hats off to all the coaches who've been working hard with these kids through these years, the trainers like my friend Marissa, who can coach as well and who's a great player herself over there at Minnetonka for the Skippers. And it's just fun. It's at a great stage. Oh, and I can't forget our buddy Lindsay Whalen.
I think she was kind of the OG. I think she was the original role model for young girls to grow up in Minnesota, played at Hutchinson, and then to play at the University of Minnesota and do what she has done in her career. It's just outstanding.
Pelzer launches a rocket like SpaceX straight up in the air and just nails it. Man, oh man, that needed a launch pad and some smoke. Look at this thing. Doesn't come down for a while. And then a foul after the shot.
Looked like Hope Counts was just trying to get some space to grab the rebound and ended up pushing Alyssa Sand in the back.
Yeah, Alyssa Sand could do it all. Yeah, speaking of Lindsay, Whalen, I mean, and she's just a fun person to talk with, another person with a great dry sense of humor. So timeout on the court. Albany up by 12. We're in the first half of the state title game on 45 TV. Very often.
She doesn't rely on that pull-up jumper often. She prefers to get all the way to the hoop, but you can see she does have it in her arsenal.
Oh, that was a great play by Millerburn, and she's going to be the lead on this fast break.
Oh, just such a pretty touch.
Holthouse, 8-point lead now for Albany.
This is what Providence Academy does. They ratchet up their defense a little bit, cause turnovers to get quick, easy transition buckets, and before you know it, your lead is gone.
Pelzer's in the corner. She's open again. She's been red hot from three, and that one misses. But look at Sand.
Wow. Just skies for the rebound.
Good scouting, St. Thomas, to pick her up. Madden Greenway, she's going to have her pick of schools when that time arrives, and that's knocked out of bounds. It'll go right back to the Providence Academy lines.
Providence Academy is looking to run that high-low out of the 2-3 zone offense. Alyssa Sand doing a great job protecting the basket thus far. Emma Millerburn was just such a pretty touch on that layup in traffic.
Gabby Hawk, I was thinking of her, too, from Elk River. Amaya Battle here at the University of Minnesota now.
Had a great Big Ten tournament for the Gophers.
Madden Greenway. And on the boards, good tie up there. That possession arrow is going to go to Albany. That's a epic battle down low between Sand and Counts. But then you've got Peterson and Garrett's too as well. Are lanky down there and make some great plays on the board. So it's just a fun look.
You know, it's interesting to see the defensive strategy for Coach Getz so far is working out. They're face guarding Tatum Finley, and she has yet to score in the game.
Well, they sure have adapted well. There's another three. This one is by Kylan Garretts. That's her first triple. Greenway inside trying to draw a foul, and she does. She does that well.
She just slithers through the defense, doesn't she?
Yeah. And so they will go to the free throw line right here. Madison Greenway, 5'8" sophomore, averages 34 points a game. Such a good player. And again, another one of those great soccer players. I don't know if her and Alyssa Sand ever played soccer against each other, but she is a great athlete. And now a little conversation going on at the end. So we're just kind of waiting for that conversation to end. Coach Getz talking with the official. Not sure what they're discussing. But I like both these coaches.
Madden Greenway already 9 points and 5 assists. So not only is she able to score 34 points a game, but she's so proficient at getting her teammates open shots.
Yeah, and the way she conditioned, and you just collapse on her and you're going, uh-oh. And she bounce passes so well, doesn't she?
She's got great court vision. And again, she's just so strong with basketball. No easy task to stop her, that's for sure.
Well, no, I don't think there's an easy player to guard out here right now either for these two squads, the way they're both playing.
Just a great matchup today.
Garrett's feeling it. Oh.
Wow, their 8th three-pointer of the game. 8 for 13 so far, the Albany Huskies from the three-point line.
There's Blonigan coming in the game again. He has played a great tournament. Pelzer going to back it up on a double team now. Look at her trap her possibly, and now she digs it down low and gets it back to Sandin. Off the foot out to Savannah. Garrett's inside the lane and not going to go out of bounds. Who gets that basketball right now? It'll be knocked out of bounds by the Lions.
Kylan Garrett's just feeling it. That's her 2nd three-pointer.
Yeah, you got to remember she averages over 17 points a game. You kind of forget about it when you.
Yeah, she averages a double-double, 12 rebounds to go along with it.
And that's something. Oh, Finley, and trying to go in for the layup. Greenway helps her up. Will draw the foul. So Tatum finally getting some action here. The 5'8" senior.
And again, she's been face guarded by Brooke Honecker the entire first half. They've limited her touches with the basketball.
At the line, a spin on the shot. I like it. Little style points for that spinner at the beginning. 47-31. Hi to everybody watching at 45 TV up there on 94. Everybody in Albany keeping an eye on this game, obviously. Proud of their girls basketball team, and that one is going to be out of bounds and go right back to Albany, to Huskies. They played against each other in December. Albany won that one, 72-70. Garrett's into Sand. She broke loose.
Great movement without the basketball for Alyssa Sand. You know, when you have a 6'3" player, you can utilize them like that on the baseline out of bounds plays.
Finley fouls Greenway. 18-point lead right now. Who would have thought this?
Just great movement without the basketball. Great pass by Kylan Jarrett's on the baseline. Everything's working now for the Albany Huskies, isn't it?
Yeah, you have those games, those halves. Counts. Trying to get out of that little corner. She does. Cross-court pass. Honecker. That's her shot. That's her 3rd free of the game.
Providence back to their player-to-player defense.
Garrett's playing through it. Shot block counts. Gets another block down there.
It's her 3rd block of the game. Here it is. Hope Counts just finding the open teammate. Brooke Honecker, deep 3. She's done that all season long for them.
Millerburn comes back in for Ari Peterson. And when Ari's out, of course, you lose that height advantage down low as well, or at least to even it up a little bit. Finley will drop back. Honecker is guarding her. Good defender. Garrett's against Millerburn. Turn, spin, shot, no, rebound underneath the couch. She's got a lead pass. Got Greenway will keep it herself and put it up and draw the foul. Going to go to the line for 2.
She's just so quick in the open court. She gets the defense on their heels, and a lot of times they have no choice but to foul her.
2:40 left in this first half. 15-point difference, but it's been really exciting to watch the players. From the free throw line as a team, they are 72%. That's pretty impressive. And Madden Greenway, who is a little higher number than that herself, hits that one. So 14 points now. Holthouse Brings the ball up most times for the squad. With it, looking for Pelzer, and she's in a little bit of traffic down there, and it gets knocked over to Sands. How did she make that shot? Oh, wow.
She wasn't even square to the basket. I don't even know how she knew where the basket was. Body's hanging off of her, and she was still able to score the bucket.
Oh, that would have been a 10 at a gymnastics meet. Keeping her balance, getting the shot off.
And that's the third foul on Hope Counts.
Sand. Well, that's huge, Marissa. But that's 3 on Hope Counts.
It is. Ari Peterson has 2. So they're going to run out of options to defend her height inside if they're not careful.
Look at the way she handled the ball inside, and guess what? Draws another foul at the end of it.
Alyssa Sand, 20 points, 6 of 7 from the field, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, and 8 rebounds so far in the first half.
That's her third, or is that her second for Sand? That's her third. Oh, well,
too.
that's really, wow, her and Counts both looking at 3. Now that changes everything, doesn't it?
It does.
And Ari Peterson will come back in.
Smart play by Madden Greenway to go right at Alyssa Sand that last possession to draw her third foul.
Peterson's got 3 as well. So we've already got some serious foul trouble right here with 2:17 to go. Greenway. 52-37. So Albany, should they get fouled, double bonus for them. Pelzer will bring it up. Savannah's got 9 points in this game so far. And that ball is picked off by Greenway. And it's a race to the hoop. And she is fast. And Pelzer fouls her.
You could see her checking after she stole that ball. You could see her checking for a teammate the entire way down the court. You see, she's looking, seeing where the defense is, and decides to take it in herself.
52-37. And a chance to cut the gap. Chip away here at this big lead that Albany has, over 50 points in the first half. Wow. Greenway gets it. But that's pretty impressive right there. You got 52 points on the board, and you still have 2 minutes left in this half.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at their schedule this season, and anytime they got above their season average of 70 points, they typically won. So when their offense is firing and they're scoring like they are today, they typically win. So it's interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. See if that stat holds true.
And out of bounds, Monica hit her ball touched the end line. So it'll go back to Providence. All they need is a little daylight, don't they? Just a little sunshine showing through, and they're going to try get to it as soon as they can. Greenway wastes 0 time. And a strong pass to the corner, shot on the way, and that is good by Peterson. So now they're feeling it a little bit here all of a sudden. 52-41. You got Alyssa Sand over on the bench with 3 fouls, and she's been a huge factor, obviously, in this game. This is Holthouse. Nice pass into Finley, and she is hammered down low inside. So Tatum Finley, who's hardly been able to breathe out there.
Nice little skip pass in the zone. Ari Peterson waiting on the baseline. Tatum Finley was able to cut back door in this last possession to get to the basket.
The senior averages 13 a game. She has 1 so far in this. And now the gap, as we said, at 11 points and a minute 25 left, which these 2 teams can pop up a lot of points in that short amount of time.
No lead is safe with either one of these teams. That's for sure.
Peterson will inbound the ball. Greenway has it. And she just never lollygags up court. She just is ready to rock and roll. And that time they got out of position, got the shot up, and managed to draw the foul. And then hit the floor hard.
Providence runs their thumbs up play, which is a high ball screen and roll between Hope Counts and Madden Greenway. Gives Madden a ton of options of what she wants to do off that ball screen. That time she chose to take it all the way to the hoop by herself.
Well, Coach Boyum over there at Albany didn't think that was a foul, so he is having a conversation with the official. But either way, Madison's okay. That's the main thing right now. She missed the free throw, but she went down really hard, and that's not. I mean, she's on the court a lot. There you can see he was not agreeing with that call. But I've never seen a coach say, "Hey, that's a nice call out there." keep doing that. So now Greenway hits the back end of those two. This is Savannah Pelzer. Greenway will cover her. Pelzer working with a tough knee, but she got back in time to be in the state tournament. She has not disappointed. Holtus, you got to love that attitude too. I'm going to get there. I'm going to play. And that ball goes right into Blonigan, who feeds it back to Garrett, and that shot won't go. Rebound hauled on by Peterson. She's going to push it. Greenway corner. Wants that baseline. Then she slices in, and Counts is standing right there.
Just drew the defender in with her dribble penetration again. Such great court vision by Greenway to see her open teammate Hope Counts.
Albany was up by 18 not long ago. They got their Alyssa Sand, a big part of that. She's on the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah, they're definitely a different team without her on the court.
Pelzer, that's a foul on Greenway.
It's her second.
Two great teams. These programs are strong. They both have state tournament experience. They both have state championships in recent years. And they know what it means, and they're going to be fighting till the end, I think, in this one as hard as they can. Pelzer at the free throw line for the very first time this afternoon. And she just got her 10th point. Do it again. The 5'4" senior going to play at Minnesota Crookston next year, but we're talking about, got a thread going here. She's going to play soccer. I mean,
seems like we've got lots of soccer players in this year's tournament. Normally, I feel like it's the volleyball, basketball crossover.
Yeah, Olivia Olson from Medill St. Margaret's, another one of those, by many others. Greenway way outside, just off. You got 3 seconds left. And on the rebound, the scramble, Pelzer will not get it off. And that is the end of an exciting first half. And Albany in the first half. Now, you would take 44 points going in the locker room at halftime, probably, right? That's a pretty good run. 44 points, but your opponent's got 55. I mean, just if you did that second half, you're going over the century mark. That's impressive.
You know, Albany played just a fantastic first half. All 5 of their starters have scored. Alyssa Sand had 20 points, 6 for 7 from the field. They're shooting 51%, 62% from three-point line. Wow. So if you're Providence, you can hope that they're not going to be that hot in the second half.
Yeah, well, what do you think they're going to tell them? What is Connor Getz telling his team?
You know, I think they've got to eliminate Alyssa Sand's touches, and they have to keep her off the boards, which is no easy task given that she's 6'3" and she does such a great job of getting herself into position. Yeah, and then if she's on the outside, as you talked about earlier, she can shoot the 3 or dribble in or dish. I mean, she's got the whole package. I do think foul trouble might play a factor here in the second half. Hope Counts, Ari Peterson both with 3, Alyssa Sand 3, Tatum Finley with 2, Madden Greenway with 2. So it'll be interesting to see what these great coaches, Coach Aaron Boyum and Coach Connor Getz, come up with for refreshing their strategies in the second half. Yeah, it's really something that what they're doing out there, and it's going to be fun to watch the second half just to see the strategies of both coaches. We're now throw some of the calls, and so we'll talk about that later. But right now, let's go to Dave Giles as we announce the outstanding winners of the Excel Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's celebration time. Today's celebration honors the 2024 Excel Award winners. The Minnesota State High School League and its premier corporate sponsor, Truestone Financial Credit Union, are proud to recognize these students who are leaders in their school and who are engaged in life-changing projects that build stronger, healthier, and safer communities. The Excel Awards have been given annually since 1996 to high school juniors who demonstrate a strong commitment to community service. These student leaders are selected through a multi-level process that involves league member schools and an independent panel of judges. More than 5,000 students have been recognized with the Excel Award. 299 students were nominated by their schools this year. Presenting the Excel Awards at center court are members of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors, Jim Smokrovich, Leroy Fairbanks, and Bill Tower, along with Dong Engebretson. They will be assisted by Charlie Campbell from the Minnesota State High School League. And now the 2024 Excel Award winners. Isabel Amsbaugh, Zambroda Mazeppa. Alexa Anderson, Malacca. Lila Bartles, Egan. Elise Bars, Roseville area. Guillaume Bibi, Mankato East. Nathan Blaszek, Bertha Hewitt. Eric Dashner, Janesville, Waldorf, Pemberton. Skyla Dower, Springfield. Zachary Dietz, Morris area. Emmanuel Edibiri, Totino Grace. Lucas Foss, Hastings. Eleanor Gruber, Princeton. Kaylee Idrogo Lamb, Edina. Hannah Jones, Aiken. Alex Cruz, St. Clair. Claire Quant, St. Michael, Albertville. Caleb Lee, Parnassus Preparatory. Alex Leet, Mesabi East. Grace McNamee, Nevis. Nina Mork, St. Paul Humboldt. Legend Nelson, Mora. Sam Paulson, Park. Molly Petrowitz, Little Falls. Caitlin Ronnie, Hutchinson. Keely Runge, St. James. Ella Schluck, Waconia. Blake Schultz, Edgerton. Logan Schwinghammer, Zimmerman. Cooljes Singvi, Stillwater. Mason Swenson, Badger. Jordan Tice, Kimball. Brenna Tyson, North Lakes Academy. Holland Thompson, Park. Mason Cheetah, Little Falls. Sam Vahaji, Minneapolis Southwest. Georgia Wishala, Bertha Hewitt. Teresa Wunderlich, Owatonna. Bo Zwiner, Blooming Prairie. Also selected as Excel Award winners, but unable to be with us today, are Zoe Day, Wabasha Kellogg, and Madeline Hoos, Waterville Elysian Morristown. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Excel Award winners. Please join the league and True Stone Financial in congratulating these outstanding individuals for their leadership and community service.
to me. Coming into this one, I had thought if the pace was going to be a track meet, it would probably favor Providence. That was not the case. Albany came out, they were the ones that seemed to be more poised in the pace. It seemed as though at times Providence was a little bit spotty and they're picking their way to try to get to the basket, but it was all the Albany Huskies there in the first half.
These teams that won the last 3 state championships will continue halftime after this on 45 TV. The Huskies and Lions will be decided next.
Yeah, she was stepping out of bounds. So it was a really dangerous pass. And the official standing right there calls that one. So that's a turnover the other way now. And they'll go back into the hands of the Lions.
Turnover by each team to open the second half. Not necessarily the way you want to start.
Madden Greenway off of the pick by Counts in the middle. She falls down to the court and a foul is called instantly and there's no shot.
There's that high ball screen and roll they run between Counts and Greenway.
And boy, Madden takes a lot of shots on the floor, but she seems to be kind of limping a little bit, but I'm sure she'll be fine.
She does, and she just bounces right back up every single time.
Greenway. Pass underneath. And then to Counts, she's wide open. Boy, unselfish play there. Ends up in Hope Counts' 6th point of the game.
Great job sharing the basketball. Providence picking up in a full court player to player here.
We have 3 players all with 3 fouls right now out on the court. Millerburn, Pelzer going at it. Holthouse. Cross court pass. Garrett's couldn't hang on to it. Peterson has it. She'll push it. She's got a 4-on-2. Greenway inside. No. Rebound. Peterson strong on the board.
We're seeing Alyssa Sand isn't able to be quite as aggressive looking for the block shot with those 3 personal fouls.
Pelzer, Miller burned on her. Again, trying to set something up. Garrett's in the middle against Peterson.
Just a great play by the Albany Huskies. Garrett's coming off that screen from her teammate Alyssa Sand.
Greenway, the short jumper. Garrett's rebound. This is Pelzer. Should be picked up by Madden Greenway. Savannah Pelzer dishes it to Garrett's on the left side. That's going to go out of bounds and off of Albany. Man, 55 points in the first half. That's a lot of points at any level. Peterson to Greenway. Holthouse waiting at midcourt. Counts. Oh my, that's going to be an offensive foul right there. And
that's 4 on Hope counts. Great footwork by Alyssa Sand, moving her body, getting her feet there, and then getting set just in time.
I'm not sure what the officials are discussing right now. Well, that's going to be a 2-shot free throw. Wow. So Hope Counts has got 2 shots coming. Aaron Boyum is livid. Absolutely upset with that call. Reversal of the call. And you can make it at home what you think. Watch this again. You decide when you're watching right here. Look at that. Wow. And now Aaron Boyum just saw the replay, and he is out to midcourt. And the fans are irate, and they're probably giving him a warning now. I've never seen him like that.
No, he's usually pretty composed.
Well, you all saw the replay, so everybody's got, depending upon who you're pulling for, you know. But let's see how it affects the score in the game here. We've got a lot of time left, but that was really intriguing. The reversal of the call, and Counts just calmly goes in there and hits the free throw. But once that replay went up on the screen, Aaron Boyum went ballistic. Pelzer backs it up now. It's a 7-point game. Albany with the basketball. Holthouse blocked. Peterson has it, and they'll call a foul on Gerrits. I think the crowd's into this right now.
Rightfully so. Chris Long talked about it. These teams have battled each other year after year. You can feel the energy and what's on the line in this state championship game.
What do you think of that reversal? I mean, that was interesting. We haven't seen that very often, if ever.
I don't know that I've ever seen that. The officials clearly saw enough to make the call.
So the conversations in the huddle should be really interesting. But now you watch it again. Tell me. This crowd needs nothing else to get it fired up.
Alyssa Sand is visibly emotional on the bench for the Albany Huskies right now.
Well, they gave her a 4th fall, too, so you got all the combination of, was that really worth a reversal, and her 4th fall. So, yeah, you're right. That is just potentially a huge turning point in this game. And if it had gone the other way, then Hope Counts would have been there with 4. So that is, we'll watch this one. That'll be brought up, I'm sure, later on. Right now, though, we're back to the game. 57-50. And here comes Madden Greenway with the basketball. Kick out. Honecker, the 3. That one won't go. And rebound now. Tipped around. Pelzer just can't get it out. She saw the outlet, but just couldn't get rid of it. Tipped away. Let's see if they call a timeout.
Wow, this game is definitely picking up in its intensity.
That would have been a 10-second violation, wouldn't it? But a foul called, and so that will give the ball back.
I think the next couple minutes are crucial for both teams.
Well, I wonder if Aaron Boyum's got a heart monitor on his wrist, because he did.
So now teams can't settle down a little bit, get back to their game plan.
Holthouse pass. Millerburn.
Well, the Huskies' game plan definitely looks different without Alyssa Sand.
Pelzer misses. It looked like it was down. Here comes Greenaway. She'll push it up.
Has a full head of steam.
And now what's that call going to be? That's going to be a charge this time. And that will be, what's Madden got? Is that her 3rd? Well, we're keeping an eye on personal fouls right now for sure, because you got 4 players, 3 players on the floor with 3, 1 on the bench with 4, and that's Alyssa Sands. Holthouse, Blonigan gives her the pick. Findlay. Holthouse going to kick it back out. Still time on the shot clock. Garrett's against Peterson, driving, and a whistle stops play out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Lions.
That 1-2 punch of Hope Counts and Ari Peterson down low makes it difficult to get to the basket sometimes when they're waiting in the wings with those long arms and both able to elevate.
Millerburn. Greenway, deep 3. Rebound, Garrett's.
Great rebound.
Well, she's a great player. It's easy to overlook her with sand down there, but now inside the jumper, that's blocked. Peterson was right there. And she'll push it the other way. Only 2 points so far in this half for Albany. And now a whistle. And
the second charge taken by Savannah Pelzer.
Well, Pelzer is tough. She's got that bad knee, but she came back for the state tournament and played quite well.
Wow. Sacrificing her body to take that charge. Now let's see if Albany can convert on this turnover.
Marissa, that's 4 on Ari Peterson now.
There's a lot of game left. 14 minutes left.
Holthouse. Trying to survey. Long is down in that corner. She'll run the baseline. Pelzer will looking down low to Garrett's, and she'll attack the basket. Underneath, puts it up and traveled.
That's the result of Ari Peterson's great post defense. Garrett's caught the ball in the lane and had really no other option.
Seven points, kind of a little scoring drought here for these two teams, the way they were in the first half. Greenway handling the ball so well in traffic. And then
great rotation on the weak side by Garrett's.
Holthouse guarded by Millerburn. Blonigan counts is on her. Natalie get to the hoop. The kick back. Garrett's has it. And defense is tight both ways. Holthouse trying to look for a little opening. She's got it. Shot's going to be too hard. Rebound Greenway, and look at her go. Wasting no time. And the cross-handed dribble, the spin move. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go the other way. Savannah Pelzer.
Huskies have scored just 2 points in the second half.
And the drive by Findlay, and they've really done a nice job defensively on her, and that goes out of bounds. That's off the lines.
Yeah, they have. Again, that face guarding that Brooke Honecker is doing is proving to be successful, limiting Findlay's touches.
Inbound pass coming in underneath their own bucket. Garrett's guarded tightly out there, trying to get past the defense, and kicks it right back to Holthouse. And she's going to try to get inside that lane. It's pretty congested. Garrett's down. Boy, the defense in the second half is good, and that ball knocked out of bounds off the Providence lines. Helping each other up.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Have to have a quick baseline out of bounds play here for the Huskies.
And the shot is up right in time. They got it off, and look at Greenway. Look at her. She just goes past everybody with those jets. And a great move inside.
She's just so fast north to south.
Her first bucket of the second half.
You can feel the momentum shifting a little bit here since that foul called on Alyssa Sand.
Pelzer saves that one from going awry. Now Millerburn just steals it right in front of her. We're going to have a 3-point game all of a sudden. Callie Holthouse with the ball. Blonigan coming up to set the pick. Attacking the lane, rejected by Hope Counts. Timeout.
Just great defense. Able to reach it and get the basketball without the foul. Taking it the length of the court. Madden Greenway celebrating with their teammate for the 3-point deficit.
What a great steal all the way in, and she's hammered, but that's probably a good foul. On the other hand, it gives Madden 4.
Madden should have just let her go, and you can see by Madden's body language that she knew she made a mistake.
Well, now you've got Sand, who's leading this Albany team, and Greenway leading the Providence Academy team, both with 4 fouls. Garrett's, she's got all her points in the second half, and that's only 3. Pelzer is out, takes a little break. Honecker will go out. Peterson comes in, and she has 4 falls. So we're really keeping an eye on all that. I mean, that is...
Both coaches are taking a chance by having these players in with 11 minutes to go and 4 fouls.
Here comes Greenway. She's working with 4. Right to the basket, and in and out. Rebound, Garrett's. She's played a great game.
She has 17 points, 2 for 3 for 3, 8 rebounds.
Holthouse, rebound.
Gosh, those shots that were falling for the Huskies in the first half.
McKenna Schaefer
not falling in the second half.
Schaefer hauls down the board at 3 and away by Greenway. Not going to go, a little too far. Sand with the board. That's her 9th rebound to go with 20 points. In front, Holthouse had the position, trying to hang on to the pass. Sand makes a good catch. It's not going to go. And Peterson with the board. Back and forth, just nothing going in. Steal. Holthouse has it. She wants to shoot the 3. Garrett's and Counts go for the ball, and it's out of bounds off of the Huskies. And nice to see each other helping.
Yeah, you love to see that.
Especially with this intensity.
Yeah. Holthouse with the steal and then took a 3-pointer with no rebounders, which is always a little bit risky, resulting in loss of possession.
Greenaway gets the screen from Counts. Looks for down low. There's Counts again. They want to go up against Sands, and Melissa Sand pulls it down on the other end. And she's got her double-double. I don't know if that matters much to her right now. Just want to play hard in this championship game. And there's a foul, and that'll be on Beckett Greenway. So everything obviously is magnified in a state championship game, but especially the way this one's going right now. Fans are totally tuned in. There's Coach Boyum.
Just a great atmosphere for a championship game.
Eva Schwensfire in the ball game, inbounding the pass. Holthouse guarded by Beckett Greenway in the lane, and this is Finlay. Garrett's. Holthouse is open. She's going to pop the 3, and Greenway will push this rebound again as always. She's got 3 on 4. Counts, and that's going to be a foul on Holthouse, I believe.
Just her second.
Well, no problem to have the crowd involved in this one. And it's going. Counts now. Hope has 9 points in the game. And she has 3 fouls now. So we'll keep an eye on all of those. Got them both. Pretty good free throw shooter, too. She shoots 74% from the line. 6'2" junior. Holthouse brings the ball up for Albany. Season Albany. The runner in the lane.
Pretty little pull-up jumper off the high ball screen.
Albany by 4. Still tons of time in this game. 9 minutes left. Beckett Greenway for 3. Shy of the mark, and Counts tips it right back out. What a play.
Little Rudy Gobert tip out there by Hope Counts.
Going right after Sand and misses the shot. Alyssa back to Garrett's. Her 3 is going to be short. Peterson has it. Greenway surveying everything. That's Beckett Greenway. She'll pop that shot up and get it. That's a 2 for Beckett. Her first bucket of the day. But it's a 2-point difference right now. Coming up on the 8-minute mark. Honecker will get ready to come back in, it looks like. There are the lines. Holthouse guarded by Greenway. Schwensfire. She had a nice tournament last year. Garrett's way up on top. Now Sand and Counts. What a matchup that's been. Sand going back. Up against the ball. And now she drives. And for Hope Counts, I think that's 4. Isn't it not?
Correct.
Yeah.
So Peterson, Counts, and Greenway all have 4 personal fouls for the Lions.
Alyssa Sand playing with 4. She's not scored in the second half, and changes that right there.
Coach Boyum is doing a really nice job of subbing Alyssa Sand in and out at pivotal moments, protecting her with those 4 fouls. If he can, he's subbing her out offense, defense, which is just a great tactic.
Garrett then to Sand. Look at that. Well, that's the difference that she makes. 63-58. Greenway, Holthouse with the steal. And now whistle and travel. Turnover. It's going right back to Providence Academy.
There you can see Natalie Blonigan coming in on defense for Alyssa Sand. Both crowds are definitely into this game, aren't they, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Peterson open for 3. Garrett's lost the ball out of bounds.
Providence lining up in a 1-4 low set out of this baseline.
You feel like you're in a game with about 10 seconds left, you know, with the intensity here, and we still got 7:29 on the clock. Out on top to Greenway. Millerburn. And that's going to be a foul on Holthouse. And that's her 3rd. So the bonus situation right here for Madden Greenway, 17 points in the game.
I'm not sure why she's shooting free throws. She wasn't shooting, and they're not in the bonus. Oh, there we go. The officials have got it figured out.
So Sand will come back in. Holthouse will go out. Ball will be inbounded by Emma Miller-Burn. She's just a freshman, and she's played a great tournament.
She has. She's had a fantastic tournament.
Counts is back in too, and there's Miller-Burn, and it's no good. So rebound hauled down by Sand, and she's going to ship it over to Pelzer, who will take charge of this offense. A screen by Finley. Pelzer's going to shoot it and get it, and that is a 2. 13 in the game. Greenway, hard pass down low. Flanagan's back in there. And Honecker gets it. And a foul on the three-point attempt. 3 free throws coming. Brooke Honecker, she had 3 threes in the first half. She got 9 points in the game. And from the line, she is one of the best shooters in this entire tournament. From the free throw line, best shooter.
Wow, 86%.
Yeah. .57 senior.
The only senior for the Providence Academy Lions.
Isn't that crazy?
She talked about last night in her post-game interview with us how special it was to be a senior on this young team.
Yeah, she's a leader. 1 of 2 there, so the game at a 5-point spread, and now whistle and timeout for Providence Academy and the Lions. So
look for some sort of full court pressure defense here. Coach Connor gets called that timeout specifically to set up some sort of defensive pressure, cause a turnover here from the Albany Huskies.
So what do you do when you're Coach Boyum now? Your team, everybody got worked up over that, charge or however you viewed it. That's your decision, but he's got to settle his team down, and that's got to be a little bit tough. But do you think you can get that focus back for your kids?
I think it just depends on the team, right? You have to know your kids. You have to know if they can stay calm and focused, or if you've got to rile them up a little bit. And obviously he knows his team so well. Such a great coach over the years.
Look at this. Career tournament points, girls basketball. Carly Wagner, now Madden Greenway has moved up in front of the great Janet Karvinen and Casey Baravich. And Carly Wagner was here at the tournament the other day with Stewartville. It's fun to see her back in Williams Arena. We remember her well watching her games, calling her games in high school. And Madden Greenway, it just shows you how good she is, and she's a sophomore.
Securing her spot in tournament history.
65-60. Albany with the lead and with the basketball. And the bonus is a factor. Holthouse, ball stolen by Greenway. She's going to chase it down, and here she goes in a hurry, and she got it. Madness, again, once she gets even with it, there's a pretty good chance she's going to win that foot race. And she cuts it to 3. And there's going to be a foul, I think, on Honecker. She has been on Finley like a second uniform.
Yes. Done a great job so far. Tatum Finley just 2 points, 0 for 2 from the field. She averages 13.2.
Been at the line today 4 times. She's hit 2 of those free throws. And the 5'9" senior lines this one up. 4-point lead. Inbound pass on that turnover will go to Ari Peterson. Now look, here's what we're talking about, Marissa. Look at that.
Yeah, the officials have been calling a tight game so far, and you can see it's resulted in quite a few players with 3 or 4 personal fouls.
What a pass to Peterson.
Great job by the Lions attacking Alyssa Sand. She doesn't have a choice but to just stand there with the 4 fouls.
2 points separate these 2 teams. Pelzer, Sand pulled way out. Count watches her, and Sand finds a nice drive to the basket.
Turned that corner so nicely.
Greenway, jumper off the glass. Sand, Holthouse They got a player advantage right now, and the high pass. How did she save that? She didn't. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line. She almost did.
Just a great drive and dish by Madden Greenway to Ari Peterson. And Alyssa Sand turning the corner, finishing with the right-handed layup.
Greenway, ball knocked loose. Findlay steals it. Holthouse to Garage. She's got a one-on-one against Millerburn. Makes a move. The left-handed layup. Too hard. Oh, wow. What a sequence. Greenway is going to push it. Wide open Peterson. She likes that shot. Sand with the board.
Great rebound by Alyssa Sand.
2-point lead, the Huskies, all for the state championship. Sand from the defending champs. Not going to. Garrett's underneath. Oh, how did she handle that balance and get the ball to fall in? She is outstanding.
She is. She's just always, she's all over the court for the Albany Huskies.
Counts. Oh, look at that pass. Block! Sand with 4 fouls. Got her hand on it.
Wow.
I don't know what her coach was thinking. He's going, no, no, no.
That was one of those no, 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 yes.
Pelzer. Wow, what a game. What athletes out here. Finley. Pelzer open momentarily. Now she's going to attack. Covered up. Garrett not afraid to attack the interior. She does. And she does it again.
Exactly like the play before, just driving with her right-hand side, using her body so well.
21 points counts against Sand. The shot hauled down by Garrett's. It's out of. Not sure what the call is.
Garrett's with a great offensive rebound in the putback. Alyssa Sand with the left-handed block. And then Garrett's again here. Dribble penetration, just finishing so nicely.
Madden Greenway, a foul called on Garrett's on that play, so that's why she's at the free throw line. And makes it 72-67. Greenway in this game's got 22 so far. Also got 8 assists and 7 boards. Pretty complete effort. Pelzer. Slowly bringing the ball up. Her team up by 4. And Coach Boyum wants a timeout. This is so fun to watch. Every call is magnified, and even more so now as you get here toward the proverbial crunch time with 3:14.
For some of our patients, the goal is hoisting the trophy, but you just want to hoist your grandkids. At Trio Orthopedics, we'll treat that knee so you can be there to lift them up.
There you can see the score. Timeout has been called right there, so everything's quiet for now. Everybody's taking a deep breath. By the way, Tori Orlean finished the season with 1,159 points. We saw her last night here. She's now in second place on the single season scoring list. And it's interesting to see that the only player with more points in a single season is Braham's Rebecca Dahlman. Remember when Rebecca Dahlman went up against Carly Wagner in that game? That's one of the best games I've seen.
High school game.
Yeah.
But talk about just a true scorer in Rebecca Dahlman. If you've been watching us long enough to remember her and what she was capable of, it was truly something special. I think Coach Boyum called that timeout because he recognized that this is a very pivotal moment in the game. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left. His team is up by 4. I think he wanted to do everything he could to ensure the basket on this possession.
Greenway with the steal. He's got the angle. Two-point game. Holthaus, she's going to keep it. She had the shot. Sand reaches over and with the left hand calmly lays it up and in. That's why you need her in the game right there. Greenway, she gives it over to Honaker, and she's deadly out there, and she has put her team to within a point. Listen to this place.
It's incredible. Alyssa Sand taking a chance on that offensive rebound with 4 personal fouls and just the soft putback with her left hand. Brooke Honaker doing what she's done all season long for the Lions, hitting that deep corner 3 when they need it.
In that crowd, a lot of the young men on the high school team from Albany who won the right to get into the boys state tournament next week. And we'll have that right here for you on 45 TV. Meantime, we got a beauty right here. This is Holthaus of Albany. Albany against Providence Academy, a rematch from last year. You had the lane, couldn't get the shot. So now Greenway, a chance to put her team ahead. Kicked off by Finley. Oh, good awareness. The lead pass out to Garretts. She'll push it up. Corner. Sand has room. She makes the spinner. The fadeaway.
Wow. You don't see that from a 6'3" high school player very often. That nice little turnaround jumper.
Ball being bounded by Kylan Garretts. Holthaus, no pressure. They'll bring it up to the half-court spot, and then they'll see a little bit of tighter coverage.
Every possession so pivotal at this moment.
Sand and Counts, both players working with 4 fouls. Holthaus, corner, Sand, Counts into Garretts. Miller burns on here. Look at the spin and travel.
Both coaches have 2 timeouts left. Both teams in the bonus.
And 1:28 on the clock. Coach Getz done a great job since his time at Providence Academy. Here comes Madden Greenway now up on that left side. Holthaus will pick her up. She just needs a little room to get through the middle. They're not going to give Honaker much room, and there she is with that bounce pass. And now a block and a foul. Peterson went up for it.
That'll be 4 on Garretts. Feels like everyone has 4 at this point in the game.
Yeah, and that's something. I mean, it's 4, 4, 4 up and down the line. And it seemed like such a cleanly played first half. But you just kind of lose track of those until you get in that second half and you recognize where you are.
I think the intensity of the game too, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
much on the line. Even when it's a cleanly played game, I think the players are just playing so hard, which oftentimes can result in more personal fouls.
76-74. We are coming up on a minute left in this one. Callie Holthaus in the floor general along with Pelzer. There's Pelzer down in the corner. She started this game with a couple of threes. Sand and counts, looking low for guard. She's going to be fouled by Millerburn. So be her third foul.
Garrett's is a 71% free throw shooter. 3 for 4 so far today.
21 points, 11 boards in this game for her.
Albany Huskies have 2 players with double-doubles.
What pressure.
Clutch free throws by senior Kylan Garrett's.
50 seconds. Greenway, corner, back out to Madden. The long three. Perfect. Back to a point with 45 seconds left. Well, she can shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, she can. And, you know, big players make big shots, and that's exactly what Madden Greenway just did. Even though she's just a sophomore, she's got 3 years of state tournament experience already, and she is definitely the court leader for these Lions.
Trying to relieve some of that pressure out there that they all feel. You can see the legs moving out there in the huddle. Little ways to try to calm the nerves, and you can't help them, but the players don't seem to be showing too many of those. Here's your play of the game.
Alyssa Sand, just a nice dribble, penetrate, spin move. The soft touch around the rim.
The play of the game brought to you by Minnesota Rusco and Companies. They're your hometown remodeler.
It's a great touch around the basket.
There's Alyssa Sand going to St. Thomas next year. And now you got the full court pressure. We talked about this, hadn't seen much of it at all. Ball will be inbounded underneath the Providence basket. Pelzer's got it. Peterson will pick her up. Now you watch that 10-second clock. Oh, they'll drop it back a little bit. Peterson at half. She's got 4 fouls. Pelzer looks up the left-hander, and that's pulled down by Greenway, and she's got a 2-on-2. Stopping in the lane, looking. Peterson drives, blocked, picked off. Oh, it hit the end line. It'll go back to the lines. 23 seconds.
Oh, just a great block by Alyssa Sand.
Ooh. It didn't look like it was out of bounds, Marissa. We can replay that. Let's see what refs will come over. Last 2 minutes of the game, you can do some replays, and this is one of them that they'll look at. So, and we'll watch it again for you, obviously. So you see what you think here. What would you call the block? Where's the ball? Still in.
If anything, you think about Ari Peterson being out of bounds when she had a hand on the basketball. I'm not an official, so I don't necessarily know what the right call is there.
In the last 2 minutes of the second period, and during any extra period, Marissa, to determine which team caused the ball to go out of bounds when a call is made on the floor, that's a replay.
Okay.
So they're looking at that. And I don't think anyone will argue with a replay, will they? I mean, you got the replay. I would think most fans would want to see that.
Yeah, utilize the technology.
So the fans are not seeing what we see right now. There's the block. Now you watch this closely. See where that ball goes down. So that's in, but and then looks like Peterson touches it when she's out of bounds.
The ref already had his hand up blowing the whistle prior to Ari Peterson touching the basketball.
That angle right there, it's in. Look at that. That's in.
Coach Aaron Boyum is using every second of this play review to speak to his team. Make sure they're confident in what plays they need to be running.
So that's... Now, yeah, that's what the replay was for. By the way, in this game now, team record for a 3-game tournament. Providence Academy has broken the mark that was held by New Richland HEG back in 2014 of most points in a tourney. 24.4, 1 point lead. Albany with the ball, the pressure applied to give it into Sand. And Sand has Honker coming right behind her. Sand gets rid of it. And then Pelzer has it. Holthouse back to Pelzer. Cross court, whistle, they fall. Savannah with 15.4. And that's Ari who got it. And so she is out of the game with 5. But you almost needed to do it there, didn't you, Marissa?
You didn't have a choice, and unfortunately you can't be picky about what player is following in a situation like this. Savannah Pelzer 2 for 2 from the free throw line today. She's a 77% free throw shooter on the season.
Just waiting her turn there. Savannah Pelzer came in this tournament. Her knee was bad, and she had to sit out a while, and then she wanted to play in the state, and she's done that. 14 seconds. Greenway going to push it straight ahead. Drive up, laid up and in. They got the lead. 7.7. The first time they've had the lead in this championship game. Madden Greenway with 27 points, 8 assists, 7 boards. Lighten up the fan base.
I know I sound like a broken record, but there is no one faster with the basketball than Madden Greenway, especially going north to south like that. She's just so difficult to defend in the open court.
What a game they played earlier this year, and Providence Academy and Albany went at it, and Albany won that one 72-70, and here we are again in the 70s in another tight battle. But Albany led by a lot in the first half. Then at the start of the second half, some fault issues appeared, and Providence Academy mounted a comeback. It was 55-44 at halftime. We're just gonna check when the timeout's called. That's what we're doing right now. The clock is at 7-7.
Timeout does not advance the ball like it does in the college game, so Albany Huskies have to go the full length of the court here.
And they're going to get that full court pressure for sure. Sand is down with counts on the other end. 8.4 is what we're going to put on the clock now. 8.4. Garrett's will inbound the ball. There's Holthouse. Across the half line. Driving inside the lane. And she is fouled. No. Looked like the official called it. There's a whistle under the basket. The game is ended. Providence has won it, but the officials, no, they're going to hang him on. Hang on. I don't know if it's over or not. Wouldn't this be something? We'll watch that sequence again for you. And they're over having a discussion about this right now. The clock ended there, as you saw. Now you watch. And there was it. And it looks like it was after the clock was done, doesn't it?
It does.
See, if that were a possession call, it would have gone back to Albany. But they'll take a good look at it right here. What a finish to this championship game, but it's not quite done yet, even though the clock says it is. They're going through the replay on the sideline again to figure out what happened and what the timing was. You had a chance to see it at home from our crew. In the meantime, Coach Boehm is getting things ready for his squad, just in case. Right there, they tied up so that well, unless that was called on top, that looked like the time clock was out, doesn't it? Yep. Well, this is an interesting finish. Fans still not quite sure what's going on. The officials still taking a look at that. What a finish it would be. Here comes the call. So they're going to put Hope Counts at the free throw line on this one. That's the foul. They thought she was fouled. And so that's what they're doing. So you just got 0.4 seconds left.
And that's Garrett's 5th personal foul.
Yeah, they call a foul on Garrett's. A lot of foul trouble in this game. Peterson and Garrett's. Yeah. She misses, the game's pretty much over. And now a 2-point lead for Providence Academy. Three-point lead with 0.4, and a timeout has been called. As if this game had enough tension throughout the entire game. Now all of a sudden we got a 3-point difference. We got 0.4 on the clock. Marissa, can you possibly get the bucket in with 0.4? Could you sail it down to Sand, who's the tallest player on this court, and could she tip it in? Now that'd be a heck of a throw, but still, could she?
If it's a perfect pass,
yeah,
a perfect tip, and the clock starts and stops.
Yeah, the tip is the only thing you could get, but you actually have the player that can do it.
You do.
But you just don't know if you can get down that far off. Obviously, I would think they'll put Hope Counts on the inbound pass.
Just a fantastic basketball game.
Oh, man, it's fun to watch. This is just fun to be here. Fans are enjoying it. They're into it, to say the least. The Lions are feeling pretty confident, as they should, with 0.4, but we've seen stranger things, and for sure that will be Hope Counts that will go down there and guard the inbound pass. Now you could have two players come down. One could go back into take the pass behind the line and then toss it. And you have the possibility, if they get down there, that they could foul. But
there's a lot of ifs in that sentence, Dave.
With 0.4. Although we've already seen a lot of things in this game, who knows? Now, this is interesting. Yeah. And that's going to be it. 81-78. Providence Academy comes back at the very end of this game to win their 3rd consecutive state title. Well, the team's shaking hands. It's a great win for Providence Academy and a really tough loss for Albany.
We knew this was going to be a heck of a basketball game, given the history that these two teams have. You know, and they really do play two different styles of basketball. I thought Albany did a fabulous job today of speeding up their game more than they're comfortable doing. Alyssa Sand, 29 points, 17 rebounds, playing with 3 to 4 fouls the entire game. I thought she was fabulous, and obviously you can't say enough about sophomore Madden Greenway and the energy she brings to the floor and her team, hitting those big shots down the stretch.
And just a strange ending to a really good game, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you hate to see that, but I hope the Albany Husks can go home and feel great about the season and know that they lost to a very good Providence Academy team.
Yeah, this thing had everything in it. There's no doubt about that, and I don't think it's going to be. People are going to be done talking about it for a long time. It's going to be a memorable game. We're going to go down to the awards. Dave Giles will take you through that.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will present the Truestone Financial, Credit Union, and Delta Dental All-Tournament team, chosen by members of the Girls Basketball Coaches Association. These students have distinguished themselves by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Presenting the awards are Kelly Petkoshak of Delta Dental and Eric Martins, Executive Director of the Minnesota State High School League. And now the 2024 Class 2A Girls Basketball All-Tournament team. From Rochester, Lauren Hust. From Crosby Ironton, Tori Orline. From Minnehaha Academy, Angel Hill. From Minnehaha Academy, Addie Mack. From Albany, Samantha Pelzer. From Albany, Kylan Garretts. From Albany, Alyssa Sand. From Providence Academy, Emma Millerburn. From Providence Academy, Brooke Honecker. And from Providence Academy, Madden Greenway. Please join Truestone Financial Credit Union and Delta Dental in congratulating these outstanding student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Minnesota State High School League Class 2A Girls Basketball All-Tournament team. The Class 2A Consolation Final was played on Friday. The consolation trophy was awarded to Rochester Lourdes High School. The Class 2A third place game was played earlier today. The fourth place trophy was awarded to Crosby Ironton High School. Bronze medals and the Class 2A third place trophy were awarded to Minnehaha Academy. Congratulations to all of our Class 2A tournament teams. At this time, we'll present the second place trophy and medals. These awards will be presented by members of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. They are Don Engebretson of Rockford, Bill Tower of Tracy area, Jake Tim of Rushford-Peterson, Christy Peterson of Shakopee, Leroy Fairbanks of Cass Lake. And they will be assisted by Lisa Quedno, the tournament director. Silver medals and the Class 2A second place trophy will be awarded to Albany High School. Please step forward as your name is called. Number 1, Alyssa Sand. Number 2, Savannah Pelzer. Number 3, Paige Lauer. Number 5, Callie Holthouse. Number 11, Paisley Ellingson. Number 13, Tatum Findley. Number 20, Isabella Schiffler. Number 22, Eva Schlensfire. Number 23,
job,
Larissa Gill.
Nice job, thanks. A lot of stuff going on there.
Number 24, Lauren Nett. Number 25, Claire Lisi. Number 31, Cameron Bauer. Number 33, Kylan Garretts. Number 35, Kelsey Lobitz. Number 41, Josie Dingman. Number 43, Kayla Forster. Number 45, Molly Gable. Number 55, Natalie Blonigan. Student manager, Madison Rambler. Manager, Morgan Marek. Assistant coach, Todd Kuhn. Thank you. Assistant coach, Corey Nellis.
Thank you.
The head coach of the Albany Huskies, Aaron Boyum. And now will the captains of the Albany team please come forward to receive the Class 2A second place trophy. Congratulations to Albany High School, second place, Class 2A girls basketball for 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Minnesota State High School Class 2A girls basketball champion is Providence Academy. The gold medals will be presented to each team member. Please step forward as your name is called. Number 0, Lily Sabers. Number 1, Beckett Greenway. Number 3, Brooke Honecker. Number 4, Emma Millerburn. Number 10, Annabelle Warner. Number 11, Shannon Healy. Number 12, Tess Clammer. Number 13, Lexi Nikolai. Number 15, Amelia Madden. Number 20, Ari Peterson. Number 21, McKenna Schaefer. Number 24, Hope Counts. Number 30, Madden Greenway. Number 33, Allie Perlofsky. Number 34, Olivia Ryan. Number 35, Rachel Bartels. Number 40, Blake Hudson. Number 44, Caroline Dierberger. Student manager, Inga Nelson. Student manager, Tierney Dennison. Assistant coach, Mark Forbish. Assistant coach, Danny Makepeace. The head coach of the Providence Academy Lions, Connor Getz. And now will the captains of the Providence Academy team, the 2024 Minnesota State High School Class 2A Championship Girls Basketball team, come forward to receive your championship trophy. Congratulations to Providence Academy, state champions, Class 2A girls basketball for 2023-2024. Congratulations, teams. Please join the Minnesota State High School League.
The award ceremony and the state champions remained the same, but man, oh man, that thing was in doubt right up until the very end.
Yeah, we got our money's worth today in that 2A championship. Providence Academy had a really nice second half. They came out and shot 40% from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line, and they held the Albany Huskies to 0 for 9 from the three-point line, which I think was the difference in the two halves for the Albany Huskies. They were 8 for 13 in the first half and couldn't find their rhythm offensively in that second half.
55 to 44 at halftime. Albany had the lead, and at 55 points and a half, 44 is good, but we talked about 55. The first half was spectacular, and the second half was so tense and a controversial call, and the fans just from that point on were just not going to sit down, and it was just exciting to be here, exciting hopefully to watch as well. But it was really good basketball and a great athleticism, Marissa.
Oh, just incredible on both ends of the floor. Alyssa Sand, what she's able to do with her body. Madden Greenway, her energy up and down the court, how she gets her entire team involved. I think seeing Ari Peterson grow from a 7th grader to an 8th grader, she's improved her game so much.
They had one lead all day at the end.
Wow.
And Providence Academy, boy, never gave up even when they were down by a ton. And it was just disappointing, I'm sure, for them. But they came back, and you knew they could. We talked about their ability to surge, and all of a sudden they just go crazy, and they can score in bunches and in a hurry. And you can see Madden Greenway's speed. How much fun was it watching her and Tori Orlean last night?
Really enjoyable to watch. I think we've talked a lot about the level of basketball that's being played in the state right now by these high school girls.
Yeah, and a young team, only one senior on the squad.
The likelihood of seeing them again next year. Albany, all 5 starters were seniors, but you never know what they've got coming through the program. Again, I think winning a state championship does so much for your youth program and your community support.
Yeah.
So you never really know what these teams have coming up the pipeline when they continue to win year after year, and you get these young girls that want to be a part of the program.
Yeah, I really do. Well, Madden Greenway was one of many who put on a great show here, great performance. And let's bring in Madden Greenway state champ again this year. First of all, Madden, congratulations on this. Awesome win for you. Always good to talk to you now. In the last 30 seconds or so, what was being said on the sideline? What was the game plan? You guys were still down at that point, and you brought the first lead of the game to your team right toward the end.
Honestly, we just came into the last 30 seconds with we're not losing. We have come too far. We've gone through too much, and we all leaned on each other. I started crying just because we want this so much. Every practice, you can see through this crowd, no one wanted us to win, and we stuck together. We stayed through everything, and yeah, I'm just so proud of us. We were like, we're not losing.
Madden, congrats on the state championship. Tell me a little bit about how you guys continue to keep your focus through the season. Obviously, getting back to the state championship game was your goal. Do you guys have any special things you do in the locker room or things you do as a team to stay focused on getting back to the state championship?
Well, after we lost to Albany, we wrote that score on our whiteboard in the locker room, and we looked at it every day before practice, before school, when we had shoot-arounds. And we went into every practice with that motivation. We practiced their zone every day in practice, no matter who we were playing. And we expected. We kind of just stuck together. We're honestly best friends, so we really didn't need to do anything to get back to here. But I'm just so proud. But that was our motivation. Simply, it was this team.
How does this third state title differ from the first two? Does it feel any different?
The excitement, I would say, is more this time. It was definitely a harder year. The way that it ended was definitely way more exciting, I think. But it just gets harder with every single one, and obviously, to be able to do this is so insane. So I would say this one's the most special, and, now that I've matured, I realize how hard it truly is to do that. So it's been so fun, and with my sister, it's my first one, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you never take it for granted. That's really a good attitude you've got there. But there was a time when you guys were down by a chunk there in the first half, and you could have easily kind of folded. You didn't.
Mm-hmm. I would just say, we were like, we know how to do this. We were like, the fans were getting too much. We were kind of getting in our own heads, and we just needed to settle down and do what we do. And I think, it kind of showed in the second half. We got steals, we got out, we played simple. Getting Alyssa Sand in foul trouble, obviously, it was huge. But those girls, I've played against them really since I was in 7th grade. So honestly, hats off to them if they're watching this. I wish them the best in college. But it was just so fun.
You'll go celebrate with your teammates now. We'll let you do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Madden, congratulations. Yeah, what a game here this afternoon. A great house, great crowd, making a ton of noise. And we're going to have much more. We got Chris and Spencer coming up in just a second. 81-78, your final here, Providence Academy Number 1 seed in the tournament goes home with the number 1 trophy.
Do that in the second half. Give Providence a ton of credit, right, for taking a lot of those threes away, contesting a lot of those threes, and ultimately it was just too much Madden Greenway at the end and her energy, and you can tell her teammates just feed off her.
Well, great players can have great experience in great games, and Alyssa Sand for Albany and Madden Greenway, both fantastic. This was a big one. Alyssa Sand, the call was overturned. She goes to the bench with 4 fouls with 16 left. That let Madden Greenway have some room to reel them in.
Yeah, she really took over in the second half. She's really good in transition, able to get downhill. Albany, did not go away. Sands was getting it done inside, and great half-court passing from Providence in their secondary break. But again, Albany just hanging around, continued to attack the rim. When their threes weren't falling, Sands put the ball on the floor and got all the way to the rim, got some high percentage looks.
We had Sand 29 points and 17 rebounds, and here comes the comeback. Madden Greenway's 3 made it a 1-point game with 45 seconds left. Albany got the ball on the overturned out of bounds. Albany misses a free throw, and here comes Greenway to put them up 1 with 8 seconds left.
Yeah, ultimately it comes down to make your free throws. Albany has a chance to go to the line up 2. They miss the front end of the one-on-one. Providence converts. Greenway converts. They throw the ball in the air, and then they go to celebrate.
And that's the three-peat. The important stat for Providence Academy would say is that number 3. The stats brought to you all turning long by Raising Cane's chicken fingers, freshly made and constantly creamed.
Look at the 3-point field goals, almost identical. However, all of those 8-point, 3-point field goals made by Albany, all in the first half, just couldn't get it going in the second half.
Albany, heads high. That was a heck of a basketball game. We appreciate the effort by both teams, but congrats to the Lions, champions again. We got more coming up after this. Camera, you can't do that.
I know, but with
Last time, tip our caps to the Providence Academy Lions, champions for a 3rd straight year. very deserving champions, Spencer.
Yeah, they deserved it. They were down big at half, came back all the way back in the second half, made the key plays when they needed to at the end. Albany fought really, really hard. It was a tightly contested battle, but it really came down to, can you make your free throws and you convert at the end of the game? And what do you know? It comes down to Madden Greenway coming up with the big bucket to ultimately win the whole thing for her squad.
81-78 the final. They led for the last 8 seconds, but that's going to get them many more months as reigning champs. We'll see you at 6 o'clock for the night session right here on 45 TV.